Alright, so today went to a yard sale and I picked up this beautiful thing. Not this guy. This guy is waiting for milk. Picked up this thing for $8. Anybody wondering why? You're right. It's not something you want to ride. But parts wise, for another 20-inch frame, it's gonna be great. Okay, it's got good chain, it's got good wheels and tires. It's got a kind of cool little rack you can use. I don't know how strong it is. Put that to the test later. Seems sturdy enough. And what else? Seat post in case you need it. Seats, junk. It's got front brake. Maybe that could come in handy. It's got a brake lever. It looks cheap, but maybe. Bearings and stuff. I mean, parts wise, this thing's gonna work out perfectly. Now, gonna take this. This is gonna be our parts bike for our next project, and let me show you what that's gonna be. All right, guys. So some background on this bike. This bike I've had since I was like 12 years old. Yeah, when I was 12, I was buying junk as well. Picked up at the flea market. It was like $5 because it's a girl's frame. It's missing a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't have the bars obviously and stuff. And it didn't even really have any parts that I've taken off of it. So I got it. My parents didn't want it in the garage, so I put it in their attic, and I didn't really tell them about it till like a month ago when I'm like, you know what? I should bring it back and get it together and have it. I got two girls. I got one of these actually, the same thing, a Slick Chick, Schwinn Stingray Slick Chick, but together that I picked up at the flea market. I'll post a picture of that right now, and I'm gonna give that to one of my kids, or they're gonna ride it when they're older. But then there needs to be another bike because there's two girls and I have one bike. So anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this together, see how it looks, and maybe it'll just go back into storage. Maybe I'll ride it around a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can put that rack on there and maybe ride it to the store and back. We'll see. All right, let's get work. Alright guys, so got the other bike taken apart somewhat. There's still more things on there I'm going to take off in a minute, but or later. But for now, that's all the parts I need for this. Took off the two wheels, the chain, which we're going to reuse on this, and then the seat clamp. This is an original Schwinn seat clamp, which is great. And I might have a bolt for it, but to be honest, this isn't that special of a bike, so I'm not going to use it. That's about it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the wheels on and see how it all kind of fits together. Put the chain on, and when see if that seat post that's probably not gonna fit on there. If you check right now, yeah, it's not gonna fit on there. I'm gonna see inside. I should have another one, and then find a different seat because this seat's junk. It's plastic, but the seat clamps are good, so probably end up using those with a different seat post and. Go from there. So let me get the wheels on here, chain on here, and show you guys what it all kind of looks like together. Alright, so here we run into our first problem. Trying to put the wheel on. The axle bolt for this wheel is wider than what came on the Schwinn, and the Schwinn has a smaller hole. And I'm not sure I really want to drill out this fork, because this fork on eBay is probably worth a little bit. And this bike's gonna be kind of worthless. So, sitting with this chain guard, you might find its way to eBay. So, got another idea though. And it's gonna just follow me with this. I'm gonna take this 26-inch bike fork. Gonna drop that in here. Maybe. I don't know how it's gonna work, if it's gonna work. We're gonna check it out. This is a 26-inch. Just going to lift the front end, which is not a 20-inch, and not to mention, this fork also doesn't fit the axle nut on this wheel. I don't know why they're going with such big axle bolts or whatever for the newer bikes. I mean, but they are. So we're gonna have to drill this one, and this one I don't feel so bad about drilling out, so I'm okay with it. But first though, let's put the back end together and see how this is all gonna look and if it's even worth doing or not. Alright. Alright, and here's our end result. Got the tires, had to cut the chain again, make it a little bit shorter because that sprocket's smaller. Longer fork, worked out good, drilled it out, no problems. Put a seat on there that I had laying around. Not crazy about it, might change it later, we'll see. Now, let's take it out for a ride and see how this thing goes. Got the garage remote. Right, and one of the things we wanted to be able to do is put it in the van. Fits pretty nice in the van, so that's good. And it's not even all the way back. You can even slide this back tire and oh, maybe not. No, it fits. Let's just leave it there. It fits. So now the big question after all of this is, do we put a motor in it? I mean, I can tell you the deal. Deal is I still have this bike that we put the motor in a while ago. Just been sitting because every time I ride it, something breaks. Last time, here I'll show you. Had to change the cockpit for the fuel because it was bumping into the frame there. Now it's better. Still not fixed, but better. Spark plug is too close to these double bars. Just a lot of things on here that it's just a tight setup in there. But the other one, being a girl's bike, doesn't have a double bar. It might be the way to go. So hit me up in the comments. What do you guys think? Should we switch the motor from this 20-incher to the one we just built? That one too, it's got good tires on it. It's ready to go, but it's also nice because it's ready to ride as well. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll be posting some more videos of what I'm going to do with all this stuff. So I got a lot of